Hi students, it's Shayna from EspressoEnglish.net, and today you're going to learn 20 different ways to say sorry in English. Why should you learn all these different expressions? Because they're used in different situations. There are many different times we might want to say sorry, but we'd use different words depending on whether we spilled someone's coffee or hurt someone's feelings or made a mistake at work. Some of these phrases are more informal and casual, and others are more serious. So this means you're not just learning a bunch of equivalent ways to say the same thing. Instead, you're learning what native English speakers would say in different situations so that you can be more fluent. If you like learning how to use phrases inside real situations, check out my Everyday English Speaking courses, where all the lessons are based on situations in daily life. It's a great way to learn phrases in context. Okay, here we go. 20 different ways to say sorry and talk about making mistakes and doing something wrong. Looks like I gave you the wrong phone number. Sorry about that. We can use sorry about that for minor mistakes, things that are less serious and easily fixed. We would not use sorry about that for something that really hurt someone or caused them major inconvenience, only small things. I lost the book you sent me. I'm so sorry. When the problem is more serious, we often say something like, I'm so sorry, or very, really, or terribly sorry, to show that we understand we caused a problem or did something more serious. Oops, I just spilled some coffee. I'll clean it up. We use oops and whoops to admit minor accidents, small things that we didn't do on purpose and that don't cause too much harm. Oh, I sent you the wrong link. My bad. My bad, which is informal, and my mistake are used to admit you did something wrong. It was your fault. It was your responsibility. But the thing that was wrong was relatively small. It was my fault that we didn't get to the airport on time. You can say it was my fault for admitting you were responsible for something a little more serious. I take full responsibility for failing to train the employees properly. I take full responsibility is a much more formal phrase. This would be used in business or professional situations where you need to admit you caused the problem. I can't believe I forgot your birthday. I messed up. The expressions I messed up and I screwed up are informal ways to say you did something wrong. My apologies for keeping you waiting. I'm running a little late today. It's common to say my apologies for or I apologize for in business or professional contexts. I owe you an apology. I said some horrible things to you. This phrase, I owe you an apology, is often used to open or to begin the conversation. It shows the other person that you know an apology is necessary and you are going to do that now. I shouldn't have taken your camera. I should have asked you first. You can say I should have and I shouldn't have to talk about what the correct or right action would have been, so the correct thing that you didn't do. In fast spoken English, these often sound like I should have and I shouldn't have. I gave you the silent treatment and that was wrong of me. You can say it was wrong or that was wrong of me to express that your action was not morally correct. By the way, the silent treatment means not talking to someone, refusing to talk to someone because you are angry at them. I haven't been helping you around the house at all. I'm ashamed of my behavior. You can say you're ashamed of what you said or ashamed of your actions or behavior to show you feel bad about it. I truly regret my offensive comments. Saying I truly regret or I really regret, I sincerely regret is another way to express that you feel very bad about what you did and you wish you had behaved differently. Our website is not working properly. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. In business English, we often use phrases like, we sincerely apologize, or please accept our apologies. These are a little more formal ways to say sorry in the professional world. I won't do it again, or it won't happen again. We can use these phrases to promise that we will behave differently in the future. I'm sorry I had to work late and missed our date. How can I make it up to you? When you ask, how can I make it up to you, you are asking what you can do to compensate for your mistake and make the other person feel good again. I know that what I did was wrong. I hope you can forgive me. Saying, I hope you can forgive me, expresses your desire for the other person to forgive you and not stay angry or upset. You can also ask more directly, will you forgive me? There are also other times we say sorry when it's not necessarily that we did something wrong. Here are some examples. You can say sorry to get someone's attention, like if someone's reading a book at a cafe and there's an extra chair at their table and you want to take the chair, you could say, sorry, is anyone sitting here? We could also use excuse me in this case. Excuse me, is anyone sitting here? A lot of English students also say sorry when they don't understand something the other person said. As an alternative, you could say pardon, or more informally, what? Or I didn't catch what you said. Finally, we often use sorry to express our sympathy for someone going through a hard time, or when someone's relative has died. In these situations, we can also use these phrases. I'm so sorry for your loss. That's a good one to use whenever someone's relative or friend has died. You could also say, my condolences. That's a little more formal. I'm sorry to hear that, or I'm sorry that happened to you. These phrases are for expressing sympathy in other situations, like when someone loses their job or has a car accident or goes through any unfortunate situation. Now you know a whole bunch of different ways to say sorry in English for minor things and major problems, in formal situations and informal situations, and also at times when you want to get someone's attention or express sympathy. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and I hope to see you inside my Everyday English Speaking course. It's a really fun way to learn the real phrases that native English speakers use all the time. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next week.